I'm just not sure that I like this game, but should I give it another chance? Let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? My name is Michael Murphy, and a game like this has me questioning how many chances should a game get before you either say, yes, I like it, or it's in the bin. I don't really know the answer to that question, but it is one that I think is important because I'd hate, I guess I would never know, but I would hate the idea that if I had played this one game correctly, maybe I was making a mistake or I didn't have the right player count or something. I hate to think that if I had just tried it this way or tried it one more time that I would have found a game that I loved, and instead I have passed on never to know that. And of course, it's like a very first world problem to have because I have so many other games I love, and that's the kind of flip side to that question is, well, if there's so many other games you have and you like, if something doesn't quite strike your fancy after 1, 2, 3, however many plays, should you keep trying it, or should you just be like, it's not for me? I don't even care if like there's something I'm missing. I'm going to move on to any of these other amazing things that I have around me in my life, and that doesn't even include all the games that are coming all the time. So I'm curious for you, do you have like a set rule for yourself? I think that I can like parse a game pretty quickly. If I read a rule book, I'm probably going to be trying mostly games that I think I'm going to be interested in anyway. I can gauge a general interest level in a game based off of minor bits of information. And I feel like I can get a good sense of if it's going to be my kind of game as I'm going into that first play. And then certainly through that first play, I get a pretty good feeling about most things. But if there's something that I'm like, in the case of Cryptids, like so many people really like this game, I must be missing something here because I've had such bad experiences playing it. But I also haven't played like a 4 or 5 player game of it. Maybe it just really requires a higher player count and I haven't given it its fair due. For you, though, what are your rules for this? If you have any, I don't think you have to, but do you play it like X amount of times? Do you have to try every player count before you make your final decision? Are you I go off that first gut instinct, and if it's not my favorite thing, I move on because there's so much other stuff to do? I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it, but I find myself hanging on to a couple examples, Cryptid, Archmage, just a couple games that I am left underwhelmed, but I feel like I owe it to myself or to the game to try it one more time. I don't know. That's all I got for you. How many chances does a game get for you before you say, no, if it doesn't exactly hit, but it leaves you something that you're intrigued by? How many chances should a game get? Let me know in the comments below what your rules are. For me, I can typically tell you if I'm going to like a game really well, very quickly, and if it's in the middle, I'm usually just going to pass and never come back to it, or if someone suggested the game, maybe I'll play it again, but I'm not going to seek it out myself. But I just don't know what to do with those couple of middle examples where I just can't quite tell if I'm just wrong and not doing that game service by giving it the old cold shoulder, as it were. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. And just remember that whether or not you vet at all player counts and you solo it and you make a solo variant and you do all these things so you can play it every single which way you could possibly imagine, or if you're like, I don't know, it seems kind of cool, I'll buy it or pass on it or play it once and never again, the more meta, the more better.